If I do something that goes against who I am, and say I do end up winning, I know me better than any of y'all know me. So I'd be happy with it because I don't think anybody wouldn't be happy being a champion, but it wouldn't be as fulfilling to me as I would want that moment to be. As long as I have an opportunity to do it, you know, a good opportunity to do it, I'm willing to go out however.
All right, 2 years, $122 million for Damian Lillard to extend his time in Portland. Perk, I'm going to ask you this question. Should he want out of Portland?
You know what? He should, but I respect it. Let me tell you why. One, I always want guys to get their money, get their letters, get as much money as you possibly can. So shout out to Dame Dollar for signing that $122 million extension for 2 years. Here's the thing, right? When I look at Damian Lillard and I look at the situation, I don't think he can ask to get out of Portland because he's been so outspoken when it comes down to being committed, to being loyal, from not running from the grind, that if he does happen to want out of Portland, I think it would kind of look bad on Dame. And I think Dame is a man that's going to stand on his morals, stand on his principles, and so I have to respect it. But if I was Dame, hell yeah, I would want out of Portland. I would take my talents elsewhere and try to go get me a championship. I always compare him to what KG was going through in Minnesota. KG gave it all to that organization, and it came to a point in his career where he said, you know what, I'm 30-plus years old. I need to get me a championship, and nobody frowned upon him because he gave everything to that organization.
Yeah, you just made me change a little bit of my mindset when you brought up KG, because I never was thinking about KG in this instance. I thought about Dame and saying to myself that it's a little too late for Dame to leave Portland because he's indoctrinated himself within that community for so long. Had he did it at an earlier age, then you go, okay, well, he's going to get a ring. Right now, unless you structure something like they did in Boston with KG and Paul and Ray Allen, because if you say, I'm going to trade Dame somewhere, you giving up a lot to get him, so you depleting your team that he would go to. So for instance, if he were to go to Philadelphia, like, what are you giving up in Philadelphia to get Dame Lillard? You're going to have to they want Embiid, or they want James Harden. They want James Harden and Embiid. You say, well, we'll send them to Golden State. Well, they want Steph Curry and Clay, or they want Wiseman and Clay. I mean, it's just like, where could he go, like you mentioned, a Boston-type situation that can win him a championship? Because if he's not going somewhere that could deliver him a championship immediately, then get that $162 million and let's see where it go from there.
Well, and look, I'm going to add this last point, and I'm going to tell this to Dame because he's one of my favorite players, one of my favorite players on and off the court. But he won't ever know the feeling of winning a championship until he actually wins one. And that's not a shot. I'm just talking about from what he said at his press conference. He never know that he could go to another team, and when he win that championship, it might be another feeling that he thought he would never, ever have. So at the end of the day, until he actually win it, you just never know how that feeling, how it really feels to actually win the championship. And that's not a shot or a slug shooting at him. I'm just talking about what he said for us in this interview that we played before we came on to this segment.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.